The power of thematic trading, guys. You don't have to think that much. LTH, everyone, why do you guys like this so much? Yeah, Uni's in this too. Like, I see what you guys see. It's like a flag here, but not really my type of trade. Because what is this, right? It's like, I'm pretty sure this is only going up because they own a lot of these facilities and because like it's similar to an REIT. So it's like that type of trade. This is not really my type of trade, but it's strong. I'll give you that. But like this is the type of thing that like you trade if you look at gainers and you don't really think about the like theme and all, which is fine. Trade however you want, but it's not my type of trade. You know what? I will watch it. I'll put it on the back burner here. Need to throw some other things over here too, like this OS. Like I'd much prefer catalyst driven or thematic trades. Well, EVGO is too thin for me. It's a very good weekly. I mean, no, you know, this is something you can take. Uh, it's respecting this level, right? But yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it, but it's not. It's a good flag. It's a really good flag on the weekly. Yeah, mostly this is just too thin. The other one, LTH, is liquid enough for me. Like Lucid, this is my type of trade. This is a much worse flag, right? Like EVGO had some much better flag, but this is just it's a liquid momo stock. It's like 10 times more liquid than EVGO. So like not like big boys necessarily, but like medium-sized boys. We can play in it. Yeah, EV had this big run up after the Tesla stuff, and then things got sold off when Tesla missed earnings. So EV has been kind of like spotty. Like EVs as a whole aren't going. Like RIVN isn't going. I mean, it is today because everything's going because of Powell, but like Tesla, right? Uh, it's less of a theme than real estate. That's less of a theme than space. Like space is the most obvious theme. I think everyone should be able to see that, right? It was. It's not anymore. It was here. So because it was in July and now it's got sold off. So what Lucid happened? So basically I started watching again after this day. You got the one, you got the cash infusion, right? So, but I put it in the back burner because it wasn't doing much. But you always set alerts. Like I always set alerts to key levels. So I had an alert at 3:39, and it triggered 2 days ago, and it had an hourly, so I just bought it because like this is kind of your continuation off of this big push, and it's Lucid. It's got high short interest. It's got it's just one of those stocks and go. It's a liquid shitco, in other words. Well, it's maybe a lot of bias there, but there's certain stocks I really like. And Lucid and RIVN are included in them just because they're so liquid. They trade over $100 million volume, right? RIVN's even more liquid, but this isn't really my type of setup. Some people trade this. Some, I don't know, a lot of fucking your basic ass level trader calls this like a descending wedge. It's like I just don't like thinking about it like that. It's just like a failed breakdown. That's how I prefer to think about it. I don't know, it works, I guess. It sort of held the gap. You see this? I like doing this. This is a lot of what I'd rather trade this kind of intraday thing where you buy the dip on something when it looks like it's going to break down. But and then sometimes it does and doesn't. Like here's a good example, like Rocket Lab, right? Failed breakout here, rejected at this level, then it sold off and it did this like bear flag into the next day, and then yesterday or 2 days ago, sorry, it tried to break down and found a ton of demand. This is when I bought the dip. Like that's what I mean. So like intraday, things like this, it's you can buy this failed breakdown. You don't even have to buy it like right here. You don't have to catch a knife. You can just wait, see how it makes this wick, and then it tries to retest that, right? And then you can buy it like here when it taps vwap. Like if you remember what Juno says a lot. Juno says like when I used to read his tweets, he'd be like, I'm looking to add on a flush here. That's what he's talking about. Because people aren't willing to right, like up here, they're sellers at this supply level because everyone sees the supply level, and then no one's willing to buy, so we got some sellers, and then this shakes out all the weekends, finds new buyers, right? So gobbles us in supply. The supply needs to be gobbled up before it can go higher, and then the people that sold down here, they're gonna chase above 730, hopefully. Oh man, dude, this is fucking nuts. It's gonna halt again. Yeah, I know what a nut looks like off the top of my head. It's choppy as fuck on the daily, dude. It's very strong though. I just don't think. I mean, this is why I like hesitate to say things like this because you should do what you should trust in yourself because I'm just another trader. But like, I'd look at it on the daily. How the fuck do you trade this? Well, it's getting tighter now, but like, it's got a great weekly. Yeah, it's really strong. It's got a good monthly because it's basically coming out of this big range. But I really hate this stock. It goes up, down, right? But and what's the theme here? It's like AI data centers. It could go. It's not yeah, it's not bad. But it's also too thin for me. First of all, 10 million, right? So I would rather just trade something like honestly some of these hourlies I like. I might take this on tiny size if it breaks out, but I'd rather like add to Rocket Lab, dude. Like this is why wouldn't I? I have a lot more faith in this. This trends so much better than right now. And this is yeah, it's just cleaner. This is like an insane base. It's also on theme, right? Theme is important.